not flattering. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Finn, otherwise known as Calcor, and I am not a professional cosplayer, but I'd like to be. I feel like I sound like out of breath. Today I'm going to be cosplaying REZE from Chainsaw Man and doing a few TikToks, a few YouTube videos, doing some pre-filming, and I thought I should give you guys another makeup tutorial. I did a Nene Kusanagi makeup tutorial previously, which is kind of like my more out there makeup style, but for REZE, I'm gonna be a little more natural. It's still cosplay makeup, so it's not a natural makeup look, but it's as natural as I go, offering some versatility in my makeup tutorials. I still need to make a mask makeup tutorial. I'm probably gonna do that either when I cosplay Till again or when I cosplay Atsushi, so if you have a preference between those two characters, let me know. Also, I'm gonna be looking off to the side this whole time because I'm gonna be looking at myself in the viewfinder, not at the camera. And then if I'm looking this way, it's because my mirror is right here. Yeah, I don't think there's really much else to say. Just makeup tutorial. Let's get into it. Disclaimer that I now need to make until my whole makeup routine is replaced. If I don't show a product, it's because it's from a brand that I no longer support, but I want to use up the product until it is empty as to not waste it. But I'm slowly trying to get through all of those things and replace them in my makeup routine so that I can tell you every single step of my makeup routine. But if I do show you a product like this foundation, it's because I with it. So I will share with you almost everything of what I'm using. So I'm starting with skin prep. This is just like some dewdrops, which is basically like a lighter moisturizer. I've already washed my face and moisturized, but I have really dry skin, so I need to double up. And now that my face is all red and gross, we can keep filming a video to post on YouTube. I love posting myself looking gross on the internet. Now I'm just using a grippy primer. I'm excited because I think I'll be done with this one in like a month or so, and then I have already bought like a travel-sized Milk Hydro Grip, which I've heard is really, really good, because it was like 30% off at Ulta, so I was like, hell yeah. I'm not thrilled with the prospects of spending a lot of money on a primer. I just think that doesn't feel worth it to me, but I'm at least trying it because I got it for pretty cheap. It was like this like 2-in-1 mini set with like the primer and the setting spray, and I want to say I got it for like $14, so hopefully they're good. This is like a behind the scenes look at how not good my skin is when I'm not wearing makeup. Everything is an illusion. As previously mentioned, this is my foundation. It's the About Face Performer Foundation, and I use shade F1 Neutral. Shopping for foundation is pretty easy for me. Like, I can buy foundation online and not really have to worry about the shade match most of the time because I usually am just the palest neutral shade that they offer. I had some like bad matches like back in the day, like when I got my first foundation probably in like 9th grade. Shade ranges were not as wide as they are now. So they were like, for example, I don't buy from L'Oreal anymore, but one of my first foundations that I bought when I was like 14 was a L'Oreal foundation, and they had just like a bunch of like white shades and then a few dark shades, but with that is they were all like lighter shades for people who spray tan. So it's not usually a problem anymore, but like it used to be hard for me to find pale foundations. I feel like ColourPop was one of the only ones where I found like a good match for me, but this one's pretty good too. I don't put foundation on my forehead because I think the match is pretty good and there's like no discoloration other than like freckles on my forehead, and if I put makeup on my forehead even though it doesn't need it, I'm just gonna break out. Also, most cosplay wigs have bangs, so I don't put foundation on my forehead. I almost never break out on my forehead, and I think it's because I don't put makeup there. Now I have the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I don't even know if this is like the best concealer or if I just like it because I've been using it since I was in 8th grade, but I've been using this since I was in 8th grade. And I've tried plenty of other concealers. I don't like any of them as much as I like this one. When I worked at Ulta, they had like this employee thing where you could buy like Shape Tape for $5 for Shape Tape Day, so I bought like a couple, and I bought this one, and I also bought the like creamy formula, and that's what I just used up. I just finished that up, like I took the stopper out and everything, and I low-key think that that one might have been better than this one. I don't know, but this is the one I have now, and it's gonna last me an entire year because these things last forever because you don't have to use very much. So proof of my cleaned out Shape Tape, by the way. Scraped it. Look at the I don't put foundation on my chin or under my eyes, but I take my concealer there. One dot here, one dot here. Then on the eyelid. Then anywhere that there is scarring or discoloration. I don't have any like breakouts right now, but I do have scars. Yeah, that looks good. And for places like my chin and under my eyes, I'll use the sponge, but for like this scar right here that I'm trying to cover up, I'm gonna go in with my finger. By the way, this Eco Tools sponge is really lit. I got one for free while I worked at Ulta, and then I really liked it, so I bought another one once it was like dilapidated. Okay, now for my contour, I have the like Judy Doll contour, and I really have been liking this one because it's actually cool toned, so it looks really nice, and the brightener is also really, really good. I'm trying to start replacing some of the products in my makeup tutorial that I can't repurchase with like K or C beauty products, and it has gone well for me so far. So I just do a little bit on each side. It'll travel, and then down the sides of my nose. And you see how it's like actually gray toned? It's good stuff. A lot of people use big brushes for contour. I like this one. I just like having a lot of control. So I start tapping, and I just tap back and forth, and then I'll blend upwards. And I have honestly pretty defined cheekbones, which is why I don't use a lot of contour plus. I didn't use a lot, but like there's a lot here. It's pigmented. And then I kind of blend willy-nilly on my nose because I carve it out with the brightener. So now I can take the other side. Look how pale that is. I'm gonna carve down the sides and then do a line down the center. I need to get closer to the mirror for this. Now I take this little flat brush and I blend the sides down into my foundation. Still trying to keep that line semi-crisp, but like natural looking enough. Even though this line looks kind of harsh, it will get blended together, not just by like my blush, but also by powder. When I go over this whole area with powder, it will be blurred together a little more softly. And then I found blending the center line with my finger works best for me, just because you have to be so gentle. And then I blend it up between my eyebrows. And it's like not the strongest nose contour ever the way that I do it, but I like it. And I might go back with some powder contour later to make it more defined. We'll see what happens. Now I'm gonna use this Sachu blush. This was actually sent to me by them, and it is linked in my TikTok shop if anyone wants to purchase it. But I think it's really good, and it's like the exact shade of one of my other like liquid blushes that I really, really liked, but I wouldn't want to promote to you guys. So this has been doing good things for me. And obviously I still use that other liquid blush, but I'm trying to give you guys the same look with a product that I can actually stand by, so I like this one. It has one of these like puff applicators, which I don't usually like, but I think the reason I don't usually like them is because they usually come with a squeeze tube. This one you have to like click it for more product to come out the top, and that means that you don't get too much just squeezing out willy-nilly. So I'm gonna take this on my nose. I go on the bottom and then slightly up the sides. This is my version of like a button nose contour, but I do it with blush. And then I like a high blush placement on my cheekbones because I have high cheekbones. So I'm gonna go up here like that. I use like a lot of smaller brushes where most people would use a big brush, like for liquid blush. I like to have a lot of control, so I don't use a giant brush. I use this little teeny one. Blend my nose, and then again I just tap away and then swipe it under my eyes. That too, I also like a lot of blush underneath the eye. I think it's really cute. Blend it up like into my hairline basically. I wear a lot of blush, like this is looking pretty natural by my standards. I think I'm gonna add like a little bit more. I'm frequently asked for like a lip tutorial, and I think One of the underrated steps that people probably like but can't identify is I will take a little bit of blush. I usually just use whatever's left over on my brush, but I just put some more on. I think it might be too much, but I close my lips and then put a little bit of blush over my lips. That was totally too much and it looks ridiculous. It looks a little bit silly now, but when I have my full makeup and lips on, it'll look nice, I promise. I'm also gonna take whatever's left over of my blush and take it up onto my eyelids. I'm just giving myself a nice base for my eye look later. Now everything looks just like more put together. I look like a little bit like a sick baby who's been sucking on a popsicle, but it'll come together. It'll come together, I believe. Now I'm gonna go in with some setting spray. I don't feel special about this setting spray in any shape or form, but I got it for free while I worked at Ulta. It feels nice when I spray it on my face. I don't know if it's the best setting spray. I don't know what's the best setting spray, but it's boycott safe. And I just want to use a product that I have, so. I used to like barely use any setting spray because I didn't want to have to repurchase setting spray, because it's just like a boring makeup thing to have to buy. But I have plenty of free ones that I got while I was working at Ulta. So I go ham, and I do think it makes a difference to do like a good amount of setting spray before doing your powder. And I let it completely dry on my face before I do powder. So while I'm letting it dry, do my eyebrows. You can tell that this is an ancient ColourPop brow gel because they don't even sell it in this packaging anymore, but I've like found this in my makeup recently. It like looks like this now. I always have a bunch of these floating around. This is a backup. Oh, this is a blonde one. I use the blonde one for like my everyday makeup, but I use clear ones for my cosplay makeup. And I do the brow gel before I color my eyebrows, just so I'm not mixing random colors into my brow gel. My eyebrows are honestly kind of messy because I don't bother to pluck or shave or whatever them, but I just got a coupon for like a free brow wax, so maybe I'll use it. I'm gonna use this eyeshadow, I think, for my eyebrows. I might mix a little of like a reddish brown into it because even though this is closer to her movie hair color, the wig, which I'm borrowing from Caspian, is more like the manga wig. I was a Chainsaw Man manga reader, so the manga colors are more real in my mind, but RIP to all of the REZE cosplayers who made their Bomb Devil dresses red and then the movie came out and they're black and gray. This part doesn't really need explanation. Just put eyeshadow in your eyebrows. It's a lot easier for me because I am blonde, so I can just put any color eyeshadow in my eyebrows as they are. But if you have darker eyebrows, I would suggest putting concealer in your eyebrows and then covering them up. I'm a lucky duck, so I don't have to do that. I look like so crazy at this stage, but it'll come together. It'll come together. I'm gonna go in with powder. This is an Hourglass powder. This one is stupidly expensive. I got it for really cheap while I worked at Ulta. I like it, but I won't be repurchasing it because it's like $52. Yeah, no, gagged. But I will say I've had it for like 2 years and I think I'm gonna have it for another year at minimum. Take my little powder puff. I use powder very sparingly, which is probably why it's lasted me so long. Chin first. And then without re-upping the puff, I'm gonna go under my eyes and down the sides. This is like my mattifying powder, and the only places I really like set with the mattifying powder are my chin, at this area right here, which gets shiny, and under my eyes. Again, I have very dry skin, so a lot of powder just does not work for me. This is something I started doing like randomly when I was 13. I still do it. If I have like a little spot that I want to make sure is actually covered, I will take a little bit of powder on my finger and I'll put it on there and then just let it sit until I'm finished with my makeup. I don't know, I feel like it just helps it stay covered. And then I also have this Morphe Cloud Veil powder, which is similar to like the Hourglass Ambient Light powder. This is just places that I want to be set, but I don't want to be like matte. So this powder is also gonna last me like 100 years because I use it so sparingly. I'm gonna put it on my nose and soften out my nose. It's just a powder with like a little bit of like a glow to it. And I also put it in between my eyebrows. So I don't like I get like a natural shine between my eyebrows that I don't like, but I don't mind it being like a little bit glowy. And if I wanted to, I would put it on like the rest of my face, like cheeks and down here. But I've never really found that I need to do that, so I usually don't. Now it's time for the eyes. This is where it gets fun. My light just died. Oh. My light just died and my Sailor Moon print just fell, so that's hateful. Okay, it's gonna be a little dimmer for a bit here, but my light is plugged in over there, so I promise that I will turn it back on soon. My bad, guys. I have this discontinued Morphe palette, and I'm gonna take this like really pale blushy shade. I would usually use my favorite powdered blush for this, but I can't find it at the moment, and I need a new one because it cracked and a lot of it fell out. The ColourPop like heart-shaped blush in whatever shade, I'll put it up here, is my favorite blush in the world. My favorite powder blush in the world. And I'm gonna keep this eye look pretty simple. I have this Floret matte highlighter, and I'm going to take this little brush and create an eyelid for myself. I really wish the lighting was better so you could see this better. I'm basically just opening up my eye by taking my eyelid above my actual crease. Just makes your eyes look bigger. And then I'm gonna fill in that space that I've created. There we go. It's not very dramatic because I'm kind of keeping it simple for REZE, but... And then sometimes if I want to make it more dramatic, I'll take this tiny little brush back in my same eyeshadow color or a color darker, and I will go around the other side of that crease that I just made to amp up the contrast. You have to make sure that you blend it out towards the edge or it'll look weird. So I have this pretty blushy look going on, but I think I want to add a little bit more brown. So I'm going to go in with some brown along like the edges. And I cannot resist a little bit of shimmer. Usually I would go in with this like blue one, but I'm going to use this ColourPop highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. This is the best cheap highlighter in the world. Maybe one of the best highlighters. Natural shades, at least. This is the best highlighter. I'm just gonna use my finger. Okay, it's low-key driving me crazy that I don't have the light. I might check on its charging progress already. Okay, I have it like on here while it's plugged in, so it's probably gonna get really hot, but I wanted it. Wow, I forgot what I looked like when there was no light. Okay, I look kind of bad. Taking that same blush brush and putting more under my eye on the outer corner, with just like the remnants of what's already on there. In the past few months, I've been doing an Eyeshadow, so I have this Judy Doll contour palette, and I'm gonna take this darkest shade. If I was doing it for just like natural makeup, I would use the lighter one, but for cosplay makeup, I want it to show up, so I'm gonna squint a little to find where my eye fat is, and then outline under it. I don't do like the most defined Eyeshadow, even though I really like the way that it looks. Also, while I have this out, I'm going to use this lighter shade and just add a little bit to my nose contour. I definitely need more blush on my nose like crazy. I found it. This is my favorite blush in the world, and it's completely broken. I'm literally just like using scraps in here. And this is the second one of these that I've bought. Now I'm taking my matte highlighter again, and I'm going to use it like in my inner corner and down, and then through the Eyeshadow to really create that definition. The difference is crazy. Then I also like to take this like slightly bigger brush with a little bit and brighten like right here. I maybe went too ham, but that's okay. Okay, now it's time to do eyeliner, and hopefully this will start coming together. I just talked to the camera for a good 5 minutes while doing my eyeliner, and it was not turned on. So if you want to see how I do my winged eyeliner, I recommend checking out my Nene Kusanagi makeup tutorial. But you can see me finish off this eye, if that's helpful at all. I have hooded eyes, so this is the way that I do my winged liner that I've found suits me the best. It may not necessarily be perfect for your eyes, but if we have similar eyes, I recommend. I low-key made it look a little bit bad, but that's okay. I have this ColourPop like magnetic palette full of shades that I like, and it's a mess right now. The blue is broken. I need to clean it up. I take this one and this one, primarily this one, and that's what I use to do my ballerina line, which I will now show you. This basically starts at the center of my eye and then runs parallel to the bottom of my eyeliner, and it never like meets with my eyeliner. This is a technique that I learned from Valentina, the drag queen. I feel like I don't see any cosplayers doing it, but it's so flattering. It like makes your eye look bigger without actually changing the shape of your eye. Now I have to go make a TikTok shop video with this eyeliner stamp that was sent to me. I'm really nervous about it, so let's hope that it goes well. Okay, this side turned out a little crazy, but it was definitely due to user error. This side looks really nice. I'm gonna try to clean this up a little bit with concealer and then I'll be right back. Okay, we're in the home stretch. I have this Tarte tubing mascara. Love it. I love tubing mascara because one of my least favorite parts about wearing makeup is taking off mascara, and this makes it not only look really nice, but come off really easy, and that's a plus for me. For bottom lashes, I only do like the center half because I have this illusion going on with my bottom lashes. And I like to spike them together. I will say that is my only criticism for this mascara. It is not very good at clumping lashes together, which is probably because most people don't want clumpy lashes, but I do. Now I'm just gonna pop on a spiky lash. Once you place your lash, push it up. This eyeliner looks thicker than this side. And I like to do my lips like literally absolutely last after getting fully into cosplay. So I will be right back in full REZE cosplay and I will show you what I do for my lips. Boom. Oh god. I felt like I looked really good in my in-person mirror, but on camera, I feel incredibly chopped. Okay, well, I guess that's fine. I look terrible, but the world keeps spinning. Let's do a lip combo. I'm gonna take my favorite ColourPop lip pencil in, I think, Oh Snap. Yeah, Oh Snap. Just line my lips with this. I like an ombre lip, so I do like a light like outside of my lips and dark on the inside, and use this unspecified dark lipstick on the center. And you can use your finger with this. I'm just gonna use a brush because I don't want to risk getting like color on my finger than getting it on Caspian's white shirt. Just blend it. And there we go. Okay, adding lipstick definitely helped me feel a little bit less chopped. I think I need to darken my brows a little bit. I'm just gonna do that really fast off camera and then I'll outro. Okay, cute. Okay, I literally moved so that I could do my outro with natural lighting, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope that this was somewhat helpful for you, even though I feel like I didn't look that great. I definitely plan on making more makeup tutorials in the future. Like I said before, I need to make a mask makeup tutorial, so that'll be coming eventually. All that being said, I really appreciate you for watching. Thank you for clicking on this video, and there's so many other videos that you could have clicked on. I'm glad that you joined me. If you want to help support me, you could leave a like or subscribe, or my favorite option, you could leave a comment. I love reading and replying to comments, so if you have anything at all to say about this video, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!